Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Driversroom Festival of Speed. We are here at the Nürburgring GP layout, which is a part of the famous Nordschleife or the Nürburgring circuit in Germany. Unfortunately not on the full Nordschleife because that would be way too difficult for the drivers with these cars. This circuit is 5.148 kilometers long, or just under 3.2 miles. Got 15 turns. Some of them are very iconic, like the Schumacher S's or the final chicane. Well, anyway, let's go through the grid order of today's exciting race. In first on pole we have Too Fast. Then in second place we have Flappy. Third is for the Robust Dog. And fourth place is for AJQ. Fifth place is for Jabo. And sixth is for Boss. Seventh place is for Ivan, with eighth place being reserved for Ivano. Ninth place is for Mr. Sean. 10th for MJ Mercer. 11th for Grimlock. And last but not least, Urk will be in 12th place. That is the grid order of today's race. Let's see what this race will bring us. The lights are on. And they're out, and away we go. And it seems to be a good getaway for Too Fast. But he does have the outside line as there's a pinball in the background. Oh my goodness. I think Flappy is all the way at the back, and Ivano is also involved. I am not sure what happened there, as the Robust Dog now leads from his teammate RJ as Jabo and Ivan are squabbling for third place, as Too Fast is now down to 5th place after starting on pole. Boss in 6th with Mr. Sean in 7th place. Then is Mercer in 8th with Grimlock in 9th. Urk 10th. Flappy in 11th and Ivano all the way down in 12th place. But let's quickly take a look at what happened there at the start of this race. So now start of the race, and it looks to be Ivano who has missed his braking point by quite a margin, and that caused a pinball reaction, and that is why he waited for everybody to get running again. So back to live pictures. The Robust Dog still holding that lead from RJ. Then we have Jabo, and with Ivan now in 4th place. Now coming up to the chicane. Very easy to cut it. And get yourself a penalty as a result. As Too Fast now with a better exit than Ivan. Now up into 4th place. Now Flappy also all the way back up into 7th. After being almost in dead last. That's Urk. Oh! That was lag. Oh, wow. That was lag, fortunately. Oh my goodness, that was a scary moment. I thought he completely messed things up, but unfortunately not. So Flappy really losing out on the start of this race after that collision. But luckily for him, he is back up into 7th. And luckily hasn't suffered as much as he could have suffered from this. As Urk now coming up to Mercer. Is he going for a move? No, he is not. But there's a spinner in front, and it is Mr. Sean who has spun round on the chicane, and that will demote him all the way down into last place. So unfortunate little accident for him that costs him a lot of time, and Mr. Sean now down in 12th place. Flappy showing the pace he has, overtaking Boss for 6th place, and Flappy also setting the fastest lap of the race, a 1 minute 46.4. And now his next target will be Ivan. There's no opportunity for him to go for a move into the hairpin. As Jabo gets a half a second penalty for a track limits extension, if you can call it that. And it also means now Tufas is very close. Tufas might wait and stay behind Jabo until the penalty zone comes, because then Jabo will be an easy overtake for Tufas. Or is Tufas already going for it on this occasion? He pulls out to the right hand side, which is the inside, and he makes the car stop in time, and Tufas is now up into 3rd, although is he, because Jabo tries to fight it around the outside, but that's going to be a difficult job to manage. Jabo still very close to Tufas, but not close enough, as Ivan and Boss Boss made a mistake. No, Ivan has been overtaken by Flappy. Sorry, it's all very confusing at this moment with all the positions. As in the background, Urk still very close behind Mercer, but Grimlock now in 10th place with Mr. Sean in 11th, and Ivano now in last. So it is quite the shuffle party at the back of the grid. It seems with every lap different positions for everyone. Flappy now also catching up to Jabo, not going for a move into the chicane, but Jabo runs it a bit wide, will cost him on the exit. Flappy draws alongside, but it is the outside, which will never really work. But he does get a better exit, and will he be able to make an overtake? I think he will. But Jabo does brake late, but Flappy brakes even later. And I think that is job done for Flappy. As Jabo runs a bit wide. Boss going purple to the first sector. Yes, really pushing it to get close to Ivan. Because Boss has been in this 7th place for quite a while now. And wants to move forward like everybody does. As at the front, the Robbers Dog is stretching a bit more clear from RJ Cool behind. And I suspect with the tire wear we are seeing that we will see the first pit stop coming in next lap. Maybe at the 10-minute mark, 1/3 of the way there. But others might be stretching for a one-stop race. Flappy, who is good on his tires as we know. He might be able to make a one-stop work. Whilst others are struggling a lot more. Mercer looking really good on his tires. So does Urk. So I guess they might be planning on going for a one-stop race. I do think that the Robbers Dog will be coming in. Seeing that that would be strategic, the best option. Does he do so indeed? Yes, he does. So the Robbers Dog into the pits. RJ Cool stays out for another lap. Too Fast it will come in this lap. And Flappy now all of a sudden in 2nd place. Overtaking Jabo, who is now also in the pits. Same for Ivan. Boss stays out for another lap. That will promote him momentarily up to 3rd place. As the Robbers Dog is now already out of the pits. Don't think he refueled, and if he did it was only a little. Now Too Fast. I think Too Fast is now a bit closer to the Robbers Dog, so a better pit stop for Too Fast. Then Mercer, who hasn't stopped yet, has now a half a second penalty. Then we have Jabo now in 7th place with Ivan in 8th. Then Grimlock, who also hasn't stopped, in 9th place. Urk did stop, and so did Ivano and Mr. Sean, who are now scrambling for 11th place on the pit exit. So now RJ Cool leads from Flappy. Can they push it for another lap so they can go for a one-stop race? It's gonna be a tough ask if I were to be the driver. We will see. As oh, a bit of confusion between the two of them. Flappy had the inside line, but Arjiku wanted to go into the pits. And I think again Flappy has lost some valuable time. He does stay out for another lap, so it looks to be the case of him trying to go for a one-stop race. Arjiku is in, and the Robbers Dog now in second place. And Too Fast now back in third. Arjiku emerges out in fourth place. Whilst Ivan and M. John Mercer, the two teammates, now in sixth and seventh place. But Mercer still needing to make his first pit stop. Grimlock, he's going for that one-stop race, but his front tires are absolutely dead. You can see he cannot turn. The car is almost coming to a crawling speed. And this will mean that Urk on fresh tires will definitely have the edge over Grimlock. And Flappy's tires are also on the brink of dying, and now Flappy will come in. It will be a stretch for the next stint if he wants to make it a one-stop race. But now that Flappy pits, is that mean that the Robbers Dog will inherit the lead, and with it the fastest lap of the race, a 1:45.8. Too Fast still fairly close behind the Robbers Dog, as RJ Cool is now up into third, with Jabo in fourth, Ivan in fifth, and Flappy now in sixth place, whilst Mercer is now into the pits as well for his first pit stop. And just the tiniest amount of extra fuel in, and he is off, and he will be in 10th place, whilst Grimlock also pits. He will be in quite dead last. The Robbers Dog now really for the first time in this race, now really under pressure from the car behind. Of course, RJ Cool was fairly close to the Robbers Dog at the start of this race, but they were teammates, so excuse me, they were teammates, so they could trust each other that RJ Cool would not go for a move on the Robbers Dog, but stay behind. And now all of a sudden it is someone else close behind. And that guy is too fast. Well, at least he isn't too fast as of now, but who knows? Ross now back up into 7th place and has quite the gap in front and behind him, as Urk is now in front of Mercer, but Mercer on a different strategy might come out ahead of towards the end of the race. Behind Mercer we have Ivana with a half a second penalty, and Grimlock now much further behind than he would like to, in 12th place. Back to the battle for the lead. Too Fast really getting closer and closer to the Robbers Dog. But is he gonna make a move? That is the question. He does not go for a move on this occasion at the start of lap number 11. But we might see some pit stops coming in at the end of the lap after this one. I think that will be the case, as they are almost equal on tire wear. The Robbers Dog has a bit more fuel, but for the both of them they should be fine on fuel. Same for RJ Cool. RJ Cool pitting a lap or so later has a bit fresher tires and has also a bit more fuel. Flappy, who pitted the latest of them all, in 4th place now. He has the freshest tires and the most amount of fuel. Jabo with a 4.5 second penalty. I think he made a mistake somewhere, because he's now all the way down in 7th place. So he will be serving that penalty, not that there will be a threat from behind. As Too Fast already into the pits, going for the undercut on the Robbers Dog. And I tell you, it might be a very close battle between the two of them. At least if this pit stop works out as Too Fast wants to. Just a tiny bit more fuel and he comes out ahead of Jabo and in 6th place. So luckily for Too Fast that Jabo had that penalty, because if he didn't, Jabo would now be in front of Mercer. As Mr. Sean also coming in for his 2nd pit stop. So now it's the case of the Robbers Dog just pushing and pushing as hard as he can, because he might be behind Too Fast if he does not, but he's 1.2 seconds slower than his personal best lap time. As out of nowhere Flappy has gone very quick, a 1:44.7. That is a second or over a second quicker than the fastest lap the Robbers Dog has set. So that's just such a quick lap. I don't know how he managed to do that. But now it's very close to RJ Cool again, with RJ Cool. Actually RJ Cool is going for the 2-stop. I wasn't really sure if he was going for it or not, but the two Retro Racing teammates are into the pits, and this will give Flappy the lead of this race after being in almost last place at the start of the race. Boss will now be in 2nd place as the Robbers Dog comes out of the pits, and it will be very close, but Too Fast has overtaken the Robbers Dog for third place, which will be eventually be second or maybe even first. So a good strategic call for Too Fast to pit a lap earlier than the Robbers Dog and go for that undercut. So it worked out brilliantly for Too Fast. Now RJ Cool in 5th place, which will become 4th after Boss will pit. As I think RJ Cool will be too far away to get 3rd place if Flappy manages to lose it all in the dying stages of this race. But there's always a possibility, there's always a chance. But seeing that he's about halfway into his stint and his tires about 50% worn, he might be able to hold this lead. I don't think Boss will make it. And he does pull into the pits to serve his second pit stop. And Too Fast on fresh tires goes purple, a 144.5, just to show that he is coming for Flappy. And now all eyes are on the Robbers Dog. What can he do in return, because this will be his first flying lap after coming out of the pits for his second pit stop. And he is close on fuel. The Robbers Dog only 25% remaining, and that could become very close to drained at the end of the race. He goes purple in the first sector, only 2 100ths up on the lap that Too Fast had set. Now down the hill into the hairpin. Braking nice and tidy, let the car rotate, then back on the power as soon as possible to get a good run through the Schumacher S's. He lost some time to Too Fast in that second sector. Through the Schumacher S's, looks nice and tidy. Braking for the left and then swinging it in for the right. Only a small brake tap for that corner. Now power it out. He's losing a lot of time, not even improving on his personal best. As now up to the chicane, down to first gear, get it through, short shift into second, power out, then the final corner, staying in second gear and getting on the power, not using as much runoff as you can. And it's only a 46.1. Not looking too good for the Robbers Dog. It seems like he will stick to third place. But now Flappy is looking good. But with about 5 minutes remaining, 3 more laps, I think it will be. He is looking good, but yeah, his front tires are suffering. 5 tenths down, whilst I think Too Fast still pushing on. He's purple. Too Fast is purple again, a 10th purple on his already very quick lap. He's gaining almost a second a lap now, it seems, to Flappy, maybe even more. Through the Schumacher S's, he lost almost 3 tenths, so not as quick as he could possibly be, but still very quick relative to Flappy. Flappy does a 46.1. Let's see what Too Fast does in terms of lap time. He comes up to the line. Will be a 1:45.8, I believe it was. So 3/10 quicker than Flappy. I don't think it will be enough, unless Flappy's tires really fall off a cliff. But he already lost half a second in the first sector. And Too Fast. Only 10.5 on his personal best. So yeah, that is already quite the gap between the two of them. Was further behind. Ivan still looking good in that 5th place with Boss in 6th. Then it is Jabo in 7th place. And Mercer in 8th place, but Urk again very close to the back of Mercer, but on much fresher tires. So if Urk manages to get past Mercer, he will be fine, because Mercer won't be able to put up much of a fight. As Mr. Sean in 10th place, Ivano is in 11th, and Grimlock is currently in 12th place. Final lap. Flappy will also start his final lap at 46.5 for him. No, it is too far away. As Too Fast again does a 45.4, so a bit quicker, but still not quick enough. And with these two guys, they will go on for another lap, it seems. Well, just about. Urk going for a move into the chicane. Oh, but doesn't quite go for it. They are very slow. There goes Urk, powers through, and that will give Urk 8th place. And I think they will be going on for just one more lap. Just about. Yes, they will. So, Mr. Sean coming around the final corner now. He will be the first to cross the finish line, but he will be classified as 10th. Ivano will finish in 11th place after that disastrous start for him as well. And Grimlock, his front tires are absolutely shot, 8 seconds down on his personal best. He will be almost lapped by Flappy, who did an amazing recovery drive, going for the different strategy. Only a 1 stop for him. And whilst his tires are suffering really badly, he will be just able to hold on to the lead. Flappy wins this round of DRFS, and Too Fast finishes in 2nd place, just behind Flappy. The Robots Dog finishes in a good 3rd place, whilst RJ Cool comes home in 4th. Then Ivan, also a good race for him. He will finish in 5th place. As Boss with a 1.5 second penalty, who could throw a spanner into the works for him. He comes round the final corner. He will stay in 6th place, but I think he will be demoted down to 7th place, and yes, he will. So Jabo finishes in 6th place, Boss in 7th. Urk, with that nice move on Mercer, will finish in 8th place, and Mercer will be the last to cross the finish line in 9th place. But well done, Flappy. Excellent drive for him. After being in almost last place at the start of the race, he will finish in 1st place. That was it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. it was a fun race to watch with a lot of different battles, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it too. Leave a like and subscribe for plenty more of the same content. And as always, I wish you all a very lovely day. Until the final round of the RFS. I will see you guys then. Until then, have a good one. Bye bye.